Welcome to another session where I trade the Nasdaq 100 futures live. I'm happy you tuned in and look forward to making this a profitable afternoon. Alrighty, it is January 27th, 2022, and we are live again trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. Welcome to those who just joined. Ensel, welcome back. We are glad to have you back in the room today for another fantastic and exciting day trading the Nasdaq 100 futures. So we're going to get started in just a moment. I need to just quickly do something here on my desktop and we shall get started. I'll be right back. We're going to get started in just a minute. We got some new developments that happened that you guys need to know about that are important. And we're going to get started right now. All right, everyone, welcome back again to another live session trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. Let's get started right now with this, and let me just finish my little setup here. Alrighty, we always start with the daily chart. What's happening with the daily right now, guys, is my strategy clocked the signal right here. So I got an exit signal from the strategy that's been open since all the way late December, all the way till now. Boom, just clocked it right there. This is about to fizzle. If you notice this right here to the downside, we are in that really good support level of 410 all the way to 13,706. We are right there in that level. This thing could very easily just slinky right back once this crosses right here, but we already got the signal. The signal, however, as I've seen in the past, could sometimes just vacillate 1 or 2 bars before it actually takes off. This filter here perfectly caught the upside oscillation yesterday and the rotation that we're in right now. So it's going to be interesting to see this market today. And here we are on the long shot all the way down. Has not yet crossed. It doesn't mean it can't cross today. Another very important thing to look out for is that tonight the Cot Report comes out. So this is going to change overnight, and it will give us an indication as to whether institutional flow is flowing back into the Nasdaq, if anything has changed from last week over to this week. So we'll watch out for this again tomorrow morning once it updates, because the Cot Report will be posted overnight. That's something that you guys can also download directly, but there's a lot of information on the report. The indicator just happens to display it in a very nice and easy to understand format, so we'll be looking at this tomorrow as well. So signal here to exit on the Nasdaq for that massive short. It could be another bar until we actually see any change in direction on this, but we are in that absorption zone right here where demand right here in this zone may actually just push it up unless it breaks below 706. But we are in that support level 410 to 706. Something to keep in mind, and something that we are going to be continuously referencing as we go along. All right. Something else I need to do here on my screen as well. Give me just a sec. We're going to go over all charts in just a second here. Okay, let's take a look at the 5-minute. 5 minutes on its way down. It hit the top right here this morning. Boom, look at that. Rolled down, went right back to the point of control, kind of did its little sideways action, and then boom. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits this bottom level right here and then bounces right back up to the point of control again. That kind of seems to be the way it's been trading the last several weeks, and we'll see if that happens today. Okay, and so you are short. Short is up around, all right, so $14.1, okay. All right, so you got your short, and it's right there in that range right there. So yeah, this thing could come all the way down right here, and we are going to be looking at that as this moves towards a specific target right here. So we're going to come back to this in just a second. I'll go over some of the live charts here. Very nice signal on this strategy since 10:30 in the morning, going short. This one caught the short at around 12:15, which would have been right here. Okay, so you got short here as well. This caught the short at around 11:45, so it's been short since. This caught the short since 10:30 in the morning, and it's been going short since. So obviously, yes, the market is short right now. And on the overnight session, perfect. Look at this. Caught the upside at 4:30 in the morning. Whenever this captures a signal before 8:30 in the morning, the signal generally tends to be very, very reliable. So boom, caught the signal there, and it's been short since 10:30 in the morning. Look at that. Boom, right there. Not bad. The AI algos as well caught the short right there at 12 noon. The second one here caught it at 10:15 in the morning. It's been short. It's been short since. I'll blow it up so you can see it. Right there. So these are the AI-driven algos that caught it there, and this one also caught it, but it caught it right around 10:30 in the morning. So short as well, and I'll just blow it up here so you can see it right there. All right. So yeah, the bias is definitely short for the moment right now. I'm experimenting with this other AI algo for the overnight as well. Boom, boom, boom. Caught the short as well right there. Instead of taking you on a long ride like this one right here kind of takes you out as you lose momentum in the trade. So something I'm experimenting with right now, just some tweaks I made to the source code, and I'm just going to look at it, just to see how it performs, how it behaves throughout today and tomorrow's trading session. So that's where we're at, guys, right now. I am going to put this here because if you guys want to see this smack this bottom level, I want to display it here for you guys to see. But generally, after it rolls down like this, and this cuts up like this, that is generally it for the downside right there. You might get some rotation to the upside, who knows. If you get in the green and if you get in the green over there on that position, let me know.
Okay. I have $40 only now, waiting to clean up.
All right, if you're just joining the group, welcome back, everyone. We are trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live, and we are waiting for signals to close out any positions that you guys might have open right now. So yeah, just like I said, whenever this crosses from a long drawdown like this, boom, there's normally rotation to the upside, as you're going to see right there on that. So we just went over the overnight report. That's very important. Looked at the 5-minute, looked at the live trade algo right here. Is Biden talking now? That president of ours? Oh yeah, he is. I see him right there on Bloomberg. And I hadn't looked the other way. Okay. Yeah, he's talking about the Chief Justice that's about to retire from the U.S. Supreme Court. And it really doesn't matter because he's a liberal justice and he's going to pick another liberal justice. And so it's, it's going to be the same. Nothing new there. Very good signals all across the board today. 1, 2, 3, 4 signals to support that short. You got the overnight as well that's supporting the short. You've got 3 different algorithms here that are driven by AI supporting the short as well. So good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I mean, that's all I can say is good stuff. If you just joined the group, welcome back, everyone, for today's trading session. It's January 27th, 2022. And there is a really good short signal on this, that came in at 10:30 in the morning, but you also have very, very good support for that short signal all across the board right here. Since it's going down, let's see if it's going to hit that level right here. Hey, Angelo, welcome back. Good for you. Good for you, Ensel, man. You got out at your target, and that's the end of it right there. Cool. Yep, there you go. Hit your target price, and you took risk off the table, which is fantastic because this has been going down for a while already. Down, 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 down. If you guys who just tuned in want to see, this algo here caught the downside at 10:30. This one here caught it at 11:45. This one caught it at 12:15, and this has been short since 10:30. The 3 AI algos here as well, they've been short since 12 noon, 10:15, and right around 10:30 as well, right there. So yeah, this thing probably hit the bottom right here. It's almost very, 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 very close to hitting that bottom, boom, threshold. All right, so I'm going to put this up right here for you guys to see where we're at. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave it right here because I've got 1, 2, 3 really, really long shorts right there. So they've just been going on forever. And I'm experimenting with this too. Rather than the overnight looking like this, and this is just to confirm directional bias in the market. So up until right around 10:30 in the morning, guys, it was just up. And right at 10:30, it just clocked it right there. Look at that. Boom. Perfect. You can't get better than that. It's been short since. So I'm experimenting with a variation of this that looks like this. Look at that. I made a few tweaks to the source code on this to adjust it to improve the detection of momentum when momentum falls or changes, correlate it with volatility as well. And I worked on this last night and got this. So I'm experimenting with this just as a way to have, just as a visual aid. That's really it. So I'm going to experiment with this for the next week, and you guys will get to enjoy this as well. So this is going to be really interesting to see. I took a deep dive. I was up late last night working on this, and so this is the first time I see it actually in action today. All right, cool. Let's go back over here because we've got 1, 2. This has been short, remember, since this bar right here, and 3, right there. Did this 5-minute hit? Pretty damn close. Look at that. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I would wait right now, Ensol, to go long on the trade at least till you have a signal in any one of these 3 algos that you have completely closed out the the direction of the trade for the downside. Once that's done, then you can go ahead and more carefully evaluate long signal at that point. But just be cautious right now because the downside is not exactly just over yet. It will be at some point because this thing's been going down for a while. But be very careful before you take that long. Keep your eyes on the exit strategy here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Next candle happens in 9 minutes, and let's see if we get a closing signal on this, which may or may not happen. It's not going to happen here, I'll tell you that. It's not going to happen here either, because in order for you to generate an exit signal, either here or here, the yellow filter has to cross this way, going up above the 0 line, plus 1 bar. So you still have more downside to go. That's what this is telling you right here. And the momentum right here for the downside hasn't completed yet. Look, you are still a little bit a ways right here, if you notice this, from completing the downside cycle. So just be a little patient before you take that long. That's all I'm saying. For those of you guys who just tuned in right now, thank you for tuning in. I know you've got a lot of options out there in cyberspace as to who to tune into on a daily basis. But I appreciate you guys watching. And right now, we are trading the Nasdaq 100 Live. And we are looking at a short signal from about 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 different strategies right here that I've got posted on my screen. Each one of these strategies is designed differently, so the amplitude setting will pick up the signal at different intervals, as you can see right here across these 4 charts. Okay, but they're all in unison right now as far as going short. The overnight bias as well is short for the moment until this signal actually closes out completely. I got a variation of the overnight that I'm working on. I'm experimenting. This is something you're not going to see anywhere else online. I can guarantee you will not see it anywhere, and that's right here. Boom. Since about 2 a.m., it's picked up every signal perfectly, and this involves a very complex relationship between momentum and volatility. I stood up late last night working on this. I finally tweaked it the way I wanted it to, and this is the first time I'm debuting this online. It's only for grins, guys. I still need to further experiment with this probably for the next couple of weeks before I actually employ it, but it's showing very good promise. Look at that. Boom, right there. Very nice. And then, of course, you've got 3 different AI-driven algorithms right here. You've got a short right here. You've got a short here. You can't see the short because the candle, the short symbol, it's kind of hidden up here right now, but that's the short candle right there. Then you've got this one right here. This one right here is blown up right here for more detail for you guys to see. All right? So that's what we're watching. Unless we actually get an exit signal, we are still short. The market is still with the short bias. So be very careful if you're considering taking a long signal right now. Cool, man. That's awesome. Well, Ensel, you've done very good in this room. You have a very simple approach in what you do to trading. You've posted that on the Discord group. And guys, for you guys who aren't members of the Discord group, I posted the link right here on top of the chat. It's pinned up right there. You're welcome to join the Discord group. I share screenshots of every one of these algos and how they performed on the daily winners to encourage some of you who are just starting to develop your strategy in the process of what you're doing. All right, and that's really why I do it. Ensel's got a very simple strategy that he employs, and it works well for him. And as I've said many times on this channel, developing a strategy, doesn't have to be as complex as what you're looking at here on the screen, guys. It can be something very simple, but that works based on your own risk parameters. All right, that's really important. And so when you consider developing a strategy, make sure you account for that. What are your risk parameters, and then create your strategy based around that, right? And so every one of the guys that posts their own screenshots has their own unique way of trading the Nasdaq 100. Hey, it works out for them, and I applaud them because they're doing well. All right, so George has got a question in the group. He says, how low do I see it going? I see it going as low as it possibly can. Wherever my strategy gives me the signal to get out, that's where I'll get out. I won't predict as far as how low it's going to go. It could perceivably go as low as this level down here. Typically, normally when it reaches this point right here, it normally slinkies back either here all the way to this line or back down. But I don't predict those things, you know. All I look at is where I entered the strategy and where the strategy is going to take me out. But I do know that there are certain levels that when it hits, it generally reverses, such as right here. Look, boom, it hit this level and it just completely reversed. Right here on this candle, it hit this bottom support, and boom, next day, look what happened. You know, it bounced up. So yeah, there are levels I look at, but I don't try to predict based on a Fibonacci retracement or anything like that. I'll take my signal based off what the strategy tells me here. So let me just get this back here for you guys to look. So we've got about 30 seconds for bar change. And as I said before, guys, this is not going to give us bar change here unless you see the yellow filter cross the zero line to the upside plus 1 bar. That's how that's designed to work. Same here. These are both identical strategies. The only difference is I am running them in parallel and sync to each other because I am testing out the session times and how they affect robustness. So that's what I'm doing. That's the whole reason why you got two of the same right here. Now, this just crossed the zero line, if you noticed right here. And as I said, it's the zero line plus 1 bar. That's where you get your exit signal on that right there. So no signal right here on this one. Let me just blow it up, okay? At all. No signal on any of these right here. Let's take a look here. Okay. So you did get some signals here. Okay. Nothing here on this, but you did get a signal right here. All right. Boom. Now, this tracks very short changes in the amplitude cycle right here. Okay. If you notice right here, boom, 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 very short changes right there. So if you're the type of trader that likes to take trades based on short changes in the swing, well, this is kind of like exclusively designed for that reason right there, just to kind of see where that happens. This takes a more long-term approach right here to the swings. It did produce a buy signal right there as well, and this is still open too. Let's see what happened with the overnight. Nothing here with the overnight. And with my experimental as well, nothing there, okay? Cool, man, cool. So Ensel just went long on the 107 bar. And here we are. And I'm not going long until I actually know that my strategy has completely exhausted all possibility of a downward move. If you guys are new to the channel, we would very much appreciate it if you would like it and subscribe. That's the only way that you'll get notified whenever I come live. And if you like it, well, that just shows us your support. And of course, we very much appreciate that a lot. George, the bottom will be flagged by the algorithm. And the bottom will be either, if you take the exit here, one more bar, okay, and that'll give you the exit. Or you can take the exit here, once this crosses the 0 line, plus 1 bar. Or you can take the exit here, once this actually closes to the downside. But the downside is fizzling out a little bit. It is losing strength to the downside, as evidenced where you're at right here, and the fact that you already have 2 long signals. Sometimes the strategy takes you out a bar or 2 earlier, so you got to keep that in mind. So one thing that's really important, guys, on the Discord group, I will post screenshots of all the daily winners and P&Ls, so you guys could see where these algos are trading and the efficiency of what they're trading at, profit factor, percent winners, and things like that that are important for you guys to better assess the performance. I lost my feed. All right, can someone tell me if you can hear me and if you can actually see my screen on your desk? I think I lost my connection for a second there. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that because I saw my OBS just kind of doing a circle, and I thought, uh-oh, my goodness. I thought for a second that I had lost the connection. So what I was saying, guys, is that I post all screenshots of what you see in the Discord group, and the whole idea behind that is, you know, I share this to encourage those who are still refining their approach. All right, and I do that because, guys, you know, none of this that you're seeing here happened overnight, okay? Good strategy development takes time, and it will take you time if you're developing a strategy for your own, okay? I know sometimes I'm a little guilty of oversimplifying what I present here, but underneath it all lies years of experience, both institutional and private, plus countless hours of research and development. You could think of all these tools, all this stuff that I'm sharing with you as pieces of a puzzle that in some way or another make part of your overall strategy, right? So don't get discouraged when something doesn't seem to work. You know, it may be that sometimes you're, you know, spreading yourself across too many instruments, too thin, and it's causing a lot of confusion. You know, as many of you know, I only trade the NQ. I don't trade the ES, oil, or anything else. But I do feel that this type of specialization combined with, you know, the custom tools that you guys are being shown here, and of course, you know, my own twist in trading, that's what allows me to consistently outperform. So wherever you're at in your trading career right now, especially if put this back, especially if you're new, please take time to know yourself first, guys. Your method of trading, your risk profile, and your goals. If you trade with limited capital, you're going to find it extremely difficult to even break even at times, much less make a decent living. This is an extremely stressful job because you're constantly reminded of your own incompetence, and you'll mess up constantly even if you're good. And it's really often not clear whether you're making a mistake or you're just having bad luck. One other thing is that a lot of trading involves managing human psychology. And a lot of being a good trader involves understanding deeply how your own mind works. You got to go deep inside your soul and look at yourself, through the mirror of the market. And sometimes this involves confronting some rather unpleasant truths about yourself. You got to deal with some very, very strong emotions at times. But trading is ultimately based on fear and greed. And you're going to feel the neurons in that deep core of your reptile brain firing, and you got to find some mechanism to keep everything under control. The problem with trading, guys, is that it can be very, very addictive. And if you aren't very, very careful, then you end up seeking the addiction rush rather than actually making money, and that can be wildly self-destructive. So take time to know yourself. I posted a very good book on the Discord group that can help you in that walk. It can help you improve your game, and I hope you guys take advantage of downloading it for your benefit. So I got a question from Tulasi Lanki about buying the Nasdaq ETF, and the answer is I can't answer that because I'm not a licensed financial advisor and I can't give specific financial information concerning how to manage your own portfolio. I used to be a licensed financial advisor many years ago for two very large Wall Street firms, which qualifies me to do what I do, but I cannot dispense custom financial information based on that question. You got to look at your own risk tolerance and manage it from there. Also, all trades, guys, are done solely for my own account. Any trades you choose to take are done at your own risk and at your own discretion. All right, just in the best interest of transparency. All right, guys. But yeah, Tulasi, you got to talk to a financial advisor to give you guidance on that question. I know the answer to your question, but I can't answer it just simply because I am not licensed to answer that type of question. Hope you understand. So here we go, guys. It is still coming down, and this probably hit that bottom threshold, huh? Right there. Look at that. Little head fake right there, came right back down. Boom. And normally it's at that threshold where it's just either going to go a little lower, bounce around, and then slinky back up. But be very careful right now. Just like I said, no closing signals on anything right now. None. Look at that. So you will get a closing signal on this in 2 bars. How's that position over there, Marcy?
21 is still $21.
Alrighty. Wow. And no signals yet off of this or this. Yep, and we're still in that little threshold right there with this pointing down. Wow. Okay. I am going to leave this right here, guys, because I know that some of you want to see where this is going to exit to the short side soon. Drawing down like $30-something today. Let me just take a quick peek here. I'm not going to be surprised, and I'm not predicting this, but I won't be surprised if this comes all the way down to this level right here. All right, we just got a new bar right now, and no signal on this, guys, right here. None. Anything here? Nope, no signal there. No signal there. I told you, you got a signal right here on this one. No signal here, no signal there. No signal there, and no signal right there. Yeah, that's what I told you, man. You gotta, you just gotta be a little patient sometimes. Yeah. For you guys who have been watching me trade the last week and have seen the results and the performance of this algo, you guys are going to know that it performs extremely well. Now, it's not on an uptrend yet. Maybe a short-term move, kind of like what you saw right here in the 5-minute, like this. You might see something like that, but I would be very cautious taking any upside right now. Extremely cautious. That's just my style of trading. Yeah. Got to be careful for that. That's a head fake. Boom. Then back down. So. This algo here is an experimental algo that is a carbon copy of this one, with the exception that it's being run on a completely different session time. And I'm testing it for robustness right now. And I won't be done with testing for like another probably 20 days, give or take. And then this one will probably, one of these will go at the end of that period. So there you go. I'm going to blow this up so you guys can see it, all right? Look what happened here. This was going up, kind of fizzling out, just made a right turn. Remember I said it might hit this bottom spot right here, right? the artificial intelligence that these algos use, guys, which is something new that I've added in the last couple months that I've been testing these. They basically dynamically tune the strategy to accommodate volatility changes in the underlying data. So the AI signal will give you a clear signal when a powerful and persistent trend ends. And that, I'll tell you, alone makes this type of technology indispensable to traders who are looking for opportunities to buy and sell. You're not going to see this anywhere else on YouTube. I can guarantee you that. The filters I use here as well, these filters right here, they identify trends and they also predict trading entry and exit points that are undetectable by conventional indicators that are limited to tracking price action, momentum, volume, and countless other variables, which are basically tools of the past that are rendered useless in today's market. But this is what you got right now in front of you guys. Let me just put this back here. This algo caught this, I think it was a 300 and something point move yesterday. The day before I caught, I can't even remember because the moves are so large, they almost seem unreal to most people. Yet in a group full of people, just like we have right now, everybody saw them in action. So, it's not like I'm, here drawing lines or anything. People actually saw this in action yesterday and the day before and the day before that and for the past week and a half that I've been online.
$8 still. Three. 50 cents positive.
Guys, I'll be right back. They're calling me at the options desk. I'll be right back. You took this trade at 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You took it at 6. So sell 1, 320 and 6. Okay. And just watch. Okay. Alrighty, sorry guys. There's something at the trade desk I needed to go have my eyes on. So yeah, everything is run on TradeStation's technology. TradeStation has a very, very, very powerful coding language and infrastructure to be able to run these algorithms. There's no other platform out there that even comes close to the infrastructure and coding language that TradeStation has to run these algos. So everything is run on TradeStation. And welcome back, Sal. We're glad to have you back in the room. And this bad boy is just going right there. This is going to continue going down until we actually see a crossing right here, similar to what you saw right here, but here, with the yellow trace crossing the zero line plus 1 bar. That doesn't mean jump in a trade right now either. Just means we still have downside. Oh yeah, clearly we do. And again, this is a variation of the overnight session. I tweaked it last night a little bit, and this gives you directional bias right there. Caught that upside at 4:30 in the morning, and then the reversal right around 10 or so, and this has just been going down since. This is an improved version of it right here, and I'm testing it. I'm going to give it a couple weeks of testing, maybe about a month of testing before I actually decide to employ it. Yeah, but this is also really good. This is the premiere of this AI algo as well, right here. So this is completely different than anything else on the screen, but I'll be referring to it throughout the day. So we got 5 more minutes for bar change. Wow. Very, very, very nice drawdown today. I just love these slow moving markets. It's to me, it's a lot better than trading Fed day, like yesterday when there was a whole lot of volatility in the marketplace. It's just not it's not within my risk profile to trade Fed day, but that's just me, There were a few guys in here who actually did very well yesterday on Fed day, and there's a bunch of traders who actually love trading it, but it's not for me. See what we have here? Nothing closed here. This normally will give you a bar or two sooner. So, boom, boom. Still short here, still short here. The overnight is still short, and this has been a very powerful signal bias indicator that combines price and volatility in the overnight session to generate its signals. It has been highly accurate. If you've seen the overnight screenshots I've been posting on Discord, you can see for yourself right there how accurate that's been. I honestly want this market to crater, guys. That's my gut feeling, and I just really want this thing to crater another 300 or 400 points today. that's where my mind is, and I would love to see that happen, you know. But hey, that's wishful thinking right now. We'll see what happens, right? Still going down. Look at that. Right into that zone right there. How interesting, right? No signals there, and wow, yeah, this has a little bit more to go, and I'll just leave it here for you guys to see. Yep, we had a nice drop yesterday right here. We just got bar change. Let me take a peek at the strategies here. No closure. Nothing in the overnight. Nothing there. And, well, nothing there. Nothing's going to happen here until you get a crossing to the zero line right there. And obviously nothing there as well. So we're going to give it another 15 minutes and see what happens. This is where everyone gets nervous and everybody's calling the bottom and trying to figure out where this thing is going to reverse and everything. Tune out the noise, guys. Just really don't worry about it. You'll get the exit right when it hits the bottom. Oh yeah, you know, I do have a feature to do a sound alert on them. Absolutely. Real easy feature to do that. Yeah. But you'll see it fire up. We'll see right now in the next 15 minutes, and I'll announce it. But this has been performing exceedingly well, guys, for the last week and a half that I've been showcasing this. Just go back and look at the screenshots. All right, so you guys are asking for a sound alert on the... all right, I'll experiment doing a sound alert with one of these for tomorrow's session, all right? Probably with this one here, okay? I'll work on that tonight. There is a 20-second or 22-second delay on YouTube with the transmission of the live stream. So anything I say, you guys are hearing it 20 to 22 seconds later. Unfortunately, that's YouTube, guys. I am going to use WebEx to do these live streams later down the road once I actually grow the channel and have more subscribers that are on a consistent basis. So, you know, if I get 50 to 80 people on live on a daily basis, then yeah. So I'm watching for that. You know, right now it's just not. There's just not that many subscribers to do that on WebEx. But WebEx would completely eliminate the delay issue. I don't understand your question. Do you use to open more position at the same time? Don't understand the question. You mean, do I open more than one contract at the same time? I just want to make sure I understand your question, Angelo. Yeah, I tried experimenting using Discord to screen share, and the feed quality wasn't really that good. I did run that as a first option as an experiment, but yeah, the feed quality wasn't very good on Discord. Yeah, depending on the setup, I'll usually trade 2 to 3 contracts. My full size is 5. I will rarely trade anything over 5 contracts on the NQ. But 1 or 2 contracts, 3 contracts is very typical. 1 contract if I'm not really too sure. 2 contracts if I feel pretty certain, and 3 contracts if I'm feeling that the setup is going to yield me, you know, at least 50 points plus. So that really just depends on the setup that I'm looking at. But anywhere between 1 and 5 contracts. 5 representing full size. I know one guy on another group that's trading, I think, 20, 30 contracts of the NQ. I mean, that is an enormous amount of contracts. But he's actually making a killing. He's doing very good for himself. So it looks like we're seeing a repeat of what we've seen the last several days, especially last week, where it rallies up in the morning and then it does an about face and sells off. And then the hedge funds come in later and start covering, and then it rallies back up, right? So that's kind of what we're seeing right now. This thing's been short forever. Boom, boom. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to leave this here. Just actually, you know what? I'll just switch the screen here until we get closer to bar change time. Where's that Q trading at right now? 5 what?
It's 561.
561, okay. Come on, man. Tank another 100 points, please.
Huh.
Right? So you guys who have seen this algo in action have also seen the screenshots I posted on Discord with the massive runs that this has had over the last several days. And I put that there just for illustration purposes so you guys could see the robustness of the strategy itself. For those of you guys who are new to the Discord, to the channel, thank you. We welcome you. We're happy that you're here tuned in. We are still watching this algo who took the trade right around 10:15, 10:30, 10:30 in the morning, and it's still on an open short. And so we're watching that right now. And if you guys have not seen this in action before, you could reference the previous videos to watch it trade live, or you can go to the Discord channel and watch the screenshots of the performance results that I posted up there just for illustration. I'm not looking at levels of support unless it just hits this area right here towards the bottom, which you could perceivably look at as support. But you have support right here on this, and that's what I look at when I'm looking at support, this range right here, you see? And this, if I can see it well, because the numbers are a little bit crunched, Angelo, it is from 13,996 to 13,976. I see 13, I'll write it down, 996 to 13,976. There you go. So there you go. That's how I see support right here. In this, right here. This bad boy looks like it wants to come down. It look at this. Wow. Come on, bad boy. Let's go. Down, down, down. Wow. Yeah, it's in that channel right there. So let me see if I can scale this better. No. There you go, right there. And if it breaks below the 976, then your next level of support is 901, which is way down here. If it falls to this level, I'll be super happy, but hey, you know. Yeah, right now the market's cycling, guys, evident by this white line being within this range right here, which has been very, very, very accurate as well to let you know when the market's cycling. We are not in consolidation as well. That's another important thing. We are certainly not in consolidation, but we are right here in this, at this level right here, and the market typically tends to bounce around before it does a reversal there. So, new bar change. Let's take a look. Okay. No signal to close out the trade here, or here, or here, or here, nor here. Okay? So there's probably a little bit more juice to squeeze off this short. Yeah, you're going to be surprised when you get the signal. Watch. Still, right there. Boom. Boom. Let's look at the overnight. Nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. Even though this is kind of fizzling out right there. Trade's fizzling out. Let's look at those range bars right there. Yeah, it's just going to bounce around. This is not a bad spot if you're discretionarily trading to get out right here. This is actually a safe place to get out of your downside if you've been in this for a while. Yep. If you're trading discretionarily, this is where I would have gotten out of the trade, right here. But I'm not a discretionary trader. Yep. Normally whenever this crosses up, the trade starts to, lose its fizzle to the downside. What's the price on the Q right now?
341.
No, the option.
564.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the price I'm looking for there. You got 40 cents. 40 more cents on that. All right, guys, this is where everyone starts getting impatient about where is this going to hit the bottom. Don't be impatient. Just have some patience. And if you're thinking of taking a long, just wait till the signal tells you that the short is over, completely over. This is going into consolidation right now, right here on this candle, if you notice that. And I'll just leave that there just so you guys could see where it is trading. Consolidation. Put that here. See where the 1 minute's trading. Wow. All right, the reason you guys are looking at this chart is because the market entered consolidation. It's at the midpoint right now. And this chart has been extremely accurate at keeping people out of bad trades. So when you see the bars turn white, that means the market has entered consolidation. So I'll just keep this up until we get out of there, or until we get bar change in about 9 minutes. Wow, just look at this. Look at this carefully. It just smacked the top right past about 10:20 in the morning, right there. Hit the top and then just came all the way down to the bottom. Boom. That's great, isn't it? Now, just in case you guys are wondering on this signal, and this is something you may want to take note of, this signal right here fired off at 14,402.75. 14,402.75. That's where this signal fired off on the short. And now we are at 14,000, if I'm looking at my screen correctly, 1550 or so. So you guys do the math right there. All right. That is a lot. It's a huge, huge, huge move to the downside. Yep. It's an enormous move. Yeah, I don't know if that White House press conference is for the same thing. Let me see if, my Bloomberg froze on me. There it goes. Now I'm watching a headline right now that the cost of flowers has soared. All right.
That makes me sad.
So I guess there's going to be a lot of people not buying flowers on Valentine's Day. We need to have Biden come out and say something really dumb at the press conference to just get this market to crater another 100 or 200 points. Okay, we got 4 more minutes, guys, for bar change on this. All right. So if you're contemplating taking a long position on this, by all means, make sure that at least this strategy has completely closed out this monster short, or this one right here as well, before you take any directional trade to the downside, to the upside on that. Just as a matter of precaution, okay? And we're still there, right there. All right, we only have a couple more minutes, guys, and then we have bar change, and we'll see where this ends up shaking out. We're still in consolidation zone as well. And let me just put that back up real quick. Right here. Has not gotten out of that zone yet. All right, trying to get out of consolidation zone to the upside. As I said before, for you guys who trade discretionarily, I just mentioned that this was a good area to get out right here before you actually see any type of reversal. Okay, I'm going to switch this back because we have a few seconds to go, about 30 seconds to go before we actually get bar change again. I don't expect nothing to happen here because this will not trigger a short signal unless this yellow filter crosses the 0 line plus 1 bar to the upside. Then you'll get a short signal. Then you'll get a closing signal to the short signal at that point. That's just how this is programmed to work. So keep an eye on this, and I'm going to switch over. All right, there we go. We got bars. No signal. No signal here. No signal there. No signal here. No signal there as well. And no signal there. And no signal on the overnight. All right. What does that tell you guys? What does that tell you? No signals on any of these. That just means that this is a temporary pullback that will probably do an about face and go down. Again, so you got to watch this very, 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 very carefully. Boom. Yep. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. No signal here. No signal here. And no signal here yet. So.
Banana here for this.
No, I want that. Thanks, appreciate it.
Ah, shoot. Tá indo tão bem. Agora está 4.89.
Dang. That's because there's a little reversal in the market right now. Do you mind grabbing some water? Thanks. Interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. Wow, this filter caught that turn really, really super nice. Pow. Right there. Very nice. Nothing there. You're a brave trader, Insol, to have your long position on. Very, very, very brave to do that. Yeah, I want to get exact confirmation that this is over completely to the bottom, to the downside, before I take any longs on this for today. It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we still have another 2 hours in the session to go. Let's take a look at that 5 minute just to see where it's at. Yeah, I think I said that earlier today, maybe about an hour ago, that this was going to go up and hit this. And sure enough, right there, look, boom. Also said if you're discretionary, this would be the area to take your chips off the table and close your position. And we just watched this whole thing play out right there. Look. It's really interesting to see. We need more bad headlines coming out of Bloomberg News to to really have this market crater today, at least another couple hundred points, but that's wishful thinking. I think everything's already priced in to a lot of the action that you're seeing already today. All right, we got 5 more minutes and we get bar change. All right, guys, today my voice is a little bit scratchy from all the talking I've been doing, so I will only be speaking when I know that there's any action going on here. And I'll just be guiding you guys, guiding exactly what I'm doing throughout the day. So if you hear silence, it doesn't mean I'm not here. It just means that I'm letting my voice rest. Take a quick peek at the 1 minute, see where that's at. Wow. Just look at how beautifully this indicator caught that upside move right there. Right there. Pow. Super nice. Super, super nice. All right. I only use this to time my exits. That's really it. Yep, that's showing signs of weakness right there. Wow, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yep, it wants to come down right there. Absolutely wants to come down. All right, guys, we just got a new bar change right now, and probably fell asleep on that one. Here you go. Look at that. You finally got a closing signal right there. Nothing here yet on this one, and nothing here yet on this one. Nothing yet in the overnight session, and nothing yet in either this one here or that one there. Okay, so no closing signals in two of them. Right here, no closing signals there, no closing signal in the overnight. And if you guys have seen the overnight, that's been extremely accurate in providing signals. No closing signals here, but this is about to fizzle out soon. We still have probably another 2 bars to go until this provides you a closing signal. And nothing here as well on this one, on this bad boy over here. Nothing yet. We did get a closing signal right here on this one. And this is experimental, guys, okay? Experimenting with this. I tweaked it last night. This tracks the relationship between momentum and volatility, and it generates the signals based off that and a couple of other things that I've got under the hood. So it's nice as a visual. I'm still testing it for robustness, and over the next couple weeks I'll be showcasing it here just to see how it performs. Got stopped out right there. I probably had a really tight stop, and look, it just stopped me out right there because of the oscillation. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I had a very small stop. I think it was like $850 or something on this, and boom, it just stopped me out right there. So anyway, again, this is experimental. I'm working on this, and I work on it. I worked on it last night, but I'll continue to improve it over the next couple of weeks. So don't take your signal off of this. That's essentially what I'm saying. Still no closing signal on this or this. Let's go back to the 5-minute. There we go. And I'll just leave that here. Bless you. All right, this just went into consolidation again, right here on this bar. It kind of nosedived right into the center of consolidation. So we're right at the midpoint of consolidation right now on this. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab a little coffee, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. And yes, consolidation again, right here. That's the reason this workspace is up, so you guys could see that we're in that zone right there. And this is looking like it was a head fake right here. 3 bars up, and then boom, it crushes you, right? Watch that Q price, Mars.
Yeah. 564.
Yeah, look at that. Boom, right there. And so here we are. Looks like it wants to break down to the downside out of consolidation very soon. And you'll see it when the candle changes color. Ah, there it goes. It's right at the cusp. Right there. You are out of consolidation zone, but to the downside. Got 5 more minutes for bar change. Wow, this caught the upside almost dead on right here. Look at that. Pow, right there. As soon as it crossed the end. Amazing. This is known as a, this indicator here, or filter, whatever you want to call it, I call it a filter, has zero lag, absolutely no lag whatsoever. If you notice right here, pow, it precisely pinpoints the top or bottom right there as well. Look at that. Boom. Perfect. Yeah, the white color candle means you're in consolidation. That means the market is in chop zone. It's moving, you know, it could be moving between channels, between the high of being in the green down to in the red. Then it goes through that consolidation zone, or it starts moving sideways the way it does right here. You see? You get a lot of sideways trading when it goes into consolidation. But in this case, what happened is it moved sideways, it broke out of consolidation, and then it reversed. It went right through the consolidation zone, and here you are right now, right here. It's actually pointing down right now. Wow. Big candle. We got 3 more minutes, guys, and we will see if this is going to end or continue. This still has another 2 bars to go before it actually closes the position. What's the price on the Q?
570.
Okay. This is an excellent chart to have up if you're trading discretionarily. Superb chart. All right. We're about to get another change in bar in just a few 30 seconds. So you're looking for a signal right here, or you're looking for a signal here. It's not going to happen here, okay? It's going to maybe happen here. Yep. Nothing here, nothing here, no signal here, no signal here. Wow, this is very close to that bottom threshold. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes all the way down, but again, that's just my hunch. Over here, we have no signal here to the downside as well. None. And this has been short since about 10:15 right here, going down. Nothing here. Nothing here as well. Okay. That's what you have right now. as of 2:30 in the afternoon. So still holding short on these two. And let's see, overnight. Nothing in the overnight as well. And here we go. This has to cross +1 bar, then you get a signal. And this has not given me the signal yet. So I'll leave it here so you guys can see where it's at on this level. Wow, pretty amazing. Look at this.
590.
590?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this bad boy's still rolling down. You got 10 more cents, I think.
$5.97.
597. Oh, dang. Come on. Take you out, man. Take you out on that. Just need one little push down. Come on, bad boy. Let's go. Yeah, this is going to fizzle out right there. Okay. Wow. I really want this thing to cross down right there. Where are you at now?
587.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Just put that here. Let me go look.
560. It's very hesitant to go. It was 597.
597?
Yeah. Oh, I think we put 590. It'll be
Put 595. The nickel. Va a ser como $5.
Mhm.
Okay. $13,950. That would be about somewhere around there. Interesting. Interesting. He's got it right there. 13,950. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. This thing hit the bottom here. Ah, right there. Cozied up real nice to the bottom right there. And boom, right there. Amazing how that happens, right? Right there. Okay.
Damn, 520.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot right now to process in the market, guys. A whole lot, especially after the Fed spoke yesterday, calling for increased attention, having to deal with inflation. But there's a lot of stuff out there right now that people are trying to process, which is why today has been another day where the market has sold off. Tesla also, I think, mentioned in their earnings that they had supply chain issues, but they still delivered better than expected Q4 sales and earnings, so they did well with that. I haven't seen where they're trading at today. But there's a lot of headline risk right now, especially around Ukraine. You've got inflation. Yeah, and there's a lot of talk about the rate hike as well. So that's just a lot of noise. There's a lot of headlines out there in the market that are causing it to move this way. And I don't think people have fully digested everything from yesterday's Fed talk either. All right, we got 3 more minutes for bar change on this. And again, this thing hit the top right here, rolled right back down, hit the bottom, and just came back up. Very, very, very predictable if you're trading discretionarily on the 5-minute chart. And we're back in consolidation again, guys, right here. Boom. We are right there. Nothing in the overnight. Nothing yet. 2 more minutes to go, and we will revisit this again. Welcome, Marcelo. Welcome to the group. We're glad to have you here. All right, guys, we just got bar change, and let's take a quick peek and see if any these strategies has actually fired off a signal. Nothing here on this one. Nothing here on this one. This one will fire off a signal guaranteed on the next bar change, because remember, it crosses here plus 1 bar. So it crossed here. You've got another bar on that second bar. It's when it actually takes the signal. No signal to close on this. No signal to close on this. So we got no signal, no signal, no signal in the overnight as well. And of course, we're here with this bad boy, waiting to see if we get a signal as well. Marcelo, if you're new here to the channel, we would love it if you hit the like button and subscribe. This way you'll know when we come live again. And there's also a Discord group you're welcome to become a free member of. The link is right there pinned to the chat box. And all these strategies here are posted on the group as well. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're way late. Thank you. Appreciate the support.
Tomorrow is another day.
Yeah. Tomorrow's another day to go short. But today, yeah, you're way late to the party to go short. This has been short since 10:30 this morning, and it's racked up over 400 points to the downside. So we still have open shorts here, in the overnight, and right here and right here. So unless we actually get a signal to close these shorts, I would not recommend. I mean, right now it's just late to take the short, in my opinion. Sports style, what question do you have that we can answer for you? See what happened on that minute chart. Huh. Wow. Okay, keep that there. All right, this is in consolidation zone again, guys. We are right here in consolidation. Cool, man. I appreciate the support, Marcelo. Is the Nasdaq 100 your specialty? Is that what you trade? Okay, guys, we just went into consolidation right now, and yeah, we're here. Oh, very cool. You're in the right channel. The approach I take is a lot different than anything you're going to find online. Nothing here is really discretionary unless I override the signal for some reason. And what we're looking at right now, because you're new to the channel, I'll just kind of give you a little color on this. The reason you're viewing this chart is because of consolidation. We are in consolidation right now. We've been in consolidation for 3 bars already, and that means the market is moving sideways, and it's in chop zone right now. Hey, Shield Security, we're glad to have you back. I don't know if you know this, but Marcy took she bought the put on the Qs, and she's actually waiting to exit that right now. I think she bought that like 3 or 4 days ago. So I know you were trading the Qs, and so she bought the put on the Qs, but she's looking to exit that because on the daily chart, we got the signal that the downside was over right here.
On the 21st, I got in.
Yeah, she got in. She's telling me she got in on the 21st. Yeah, she's done well in that. You know, we're just trying to exit that today before the end of the day. And I'm looking for one more pullback right here to exit that Q put, because I suspect that this market's going to slinky back. We have that support at 1410, 14410, guys, all the way to 13706. We're right there in that zone, right there. And on the range bars, we are right here. Look at that. So this in right now could potentially come down to 978. And we will see. It's got a downward bias right now, right here. Boom, 978. But the actual short position that we're all watching is this one right here that has been on since 10:30 in the morning. That's racked up over 400 points already on the signal to the downside. And we also have signals here. This has not closed. This has not closed as well. These are still open shorts. The overnight has not closed as well. This has been really accurate, and we're back here. You know what? We're in consolidation, so I'm going to put that chart back here for you guys to see. How many days out did you buy that put, Mars? Like, was it 30 days?
6 days. Oh, days out is
Was it?
February 18th. Would be.
Yeah, it was a February 18th put at what strike price did you get it?
320.
It's a 320 strike price. So it was way, way, way out of the money. But she bought it cheap right before everything just came down. All right, guys. Looks like it's breaking right out of that consolidation channel to the downside again.
$580.
You're at 580? Okay. She has a sell order on that put at 595 right now, and it's at 580. So it's right there. It's right there. It hit 595 just like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. It didn't fill her, and then it rolled down to 535. Now it's back up to 580, and so she's waiting to get filled at 595. And that's on the QQQ February something.
February 18th.
Yeah, 320 put. Much lower than 13.9? Well, we will see. We will see. There you go. Let me take a look here.
Oh. Filled.
Filled. Yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, good. Congratulations.
Out.
Out of there. I think on that, what did you pay for that thing? Like 4 something? Or, I don't know. It just cleared off your screen right now. Oh, shit. She'll look it up. She'll dig it up and post it on the Discord group. It just filled her right now. $5.95. She's out of there. I was actually worried about holding that position because I saw the signal here and I'm like, crap, you know. This signal might actually be 1 bar early, but still. This is very, very darn close to closing off right here. This already crossed up, and this has been very accurate too. So she just wanted to take risk off the table, and that was it. Quick. How many days were you in that?
6 days.
You were in it for six days? In that queue?
On the queue, I got in on 21st, so today's 27th.
Oh, today's the 27th already. Yeah. Dang, dude. Time went by quick. Yeah, so 6 days on that trade. Okay, here's where we're at, guys, right now. This thing's just bouncing around. And for those guys who just tuned in, this AI algo here took the trade at 10:30, and I think I posted it here on the feed. Let me just back up a little bit. Yeah, that trade started at 14,402. So 14,402 right here, all the way down. You guys do the math on that. All right. Yeah, I'll scale up. If I'm full size, let's say I take a full size trade of 5 contracts and I'm already down at this level, absolutely. I'll take risk off the table and, sell maybe 3 contracts and keep 2. But only if I'm full size. But if I'm holding 1 contract, there's really nothing to scale, right? But yeah, 5 contracts, you definitely want to take profits and not have all 5 sitting here at the very, very end, because you never know. You might get a news, thing that comes out. Biden might say something, the Fed might say something, and the price will just boom right there, and you're holding 5 contracts, and you're screwed, right? So when you're at this level, and the strategy has already performed extraordinarily well throughout the last several hours, then it makes sense to slim down on the position sizing. For her though, it's different because she's not buying a whole bunch of contracts in the options market. She's not a really big trader. She'll buy 5 contracts, 10 contracts, no more than that, on different instruments. So she'll scale depending on where she thinks, the strategy is going to end up. But that's, that depends on the actual instrument she's buying and how the strategy is performing overall. But yeah, that's just a long-winded answer. The short answer is yes, she will scale out of the position. All right, guys, we just got the signal here, new bar change. It finally closed. Finally, okay? And we got a signal on this one right here too to close the position. Nothing in the overnight. The overnight takes forever. And we got a signal right here too. Look at that beauty, right? We got a signal right here as well. And where are we at? We're still in consolidation zone right here. But yeah, that was the end to that massive trade And if you guys take note of that, let me see. Let me do the math for you. $14,402.75. All right. 14,402.75, and this signal was where? 14,010.25. 14,010.25. That was 392 points. I'll just type this up. 14,402.75. $14,402.75 to where it took you out at 14,010.25. 14,010. Was that 75? 25. There you go, guys. Those are the type of trades I'm talking about right there, guys. All right? That's the reason you're in this group. Because you guys came here to make money, and not just to make 10, 20 points on a trade. You guys came to this group to make a killing. And that's exactly what this group was designed for. So here we go. We're in this consolidation level right there. Let me just take a quick peek. 3 in the afternoon. Market's down only 115 points. Super nice right there. Very tempted to take a long on this right now. See, long, still in consolidation right here. So if you're wondering why I'm hesitating, this is why. I do not like taking trades in consolidation mode. And that's where you're at right there. Yeah, our channel, guys, trades a lot different than anyone out there on the internet. I use a proprietary trading system that I've developed and tweaked over the years, and it's all based off a very robust system. Okay. None of this discretionary stuff where, it's all based off of my gut feeling. I don't trade that way at all. I like waiting for my signals and taking them from that point forward. Yeehaw. All right, guys. That was really well done. Now we're going to have some upside to this. Let's wait for this bad boy here. Just let the market shake out a little bit because we are still in consolidation. All right, right here. see where I'm at in the 1 minute. And it's kind of waning a little bit. But I will put this up here. No, it's not time to open yet. Not time to open along yet. Not for me, at least. You're in consolidation right here. Look, the market is oscillating. It's going sideways. It's in chop zone. This is not a good area right now to take your long. Not yet. Too early. If you guys are new to the room, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, it shows your support, and if you subscribe, it'll let you know when I come live. I am here every day from 12:30 Eastern Time to 3:30 in the afternoon. Also posted the trading rules on the Discord group as well. So if you guys want to see the trading rules I've got, you can go there. It's got a separate channel that says trading rules, and that'll just help you. That'll just give you some idea of the things I'm thinking about during the day when I'm looking at trades. It's just bouncing around right there, guys. If you guys who are new haven't seen the previous 2 days or 3 days videos, you guys should watch them. You'll see the algo in action, but if you don't have time to watch that, I do post screenshots of the winners in the winners channel after the market closes. So right now, if you guys are wondering, I'm just sitting here waiting to see if this thing's going to get out of consolidation mode or what's going to happen. I mean, after that big monster drawdown. All right, I'm just going to ask you guys a question. You saw this huge drawdown since 10:30 all the way here. What do you guys think is going to happen? No, I don't think the Nasdaq is going to go to 16,000. You might see a small reversal above this level, but to go all the way to 16,000, you're going to have to get rid of the issues with Ukraine. You're going to have to improve earnings. You're going to have to. There's going to have to be positive talk on inflation and interest rates as well. So you have all these rivers of bad information that are just hitting the headlines right now that's making a lot of investors nervous, and until you actually get rid of that, you're not going to have a lot of guys out there wanting to take risk. One good example is the Cot Report. This comes out tonight, and you have to pay very close attention to it. If you're not familiar with the Cot Net Position Report, you definitely want to Google that, okay? Cot Net Position right there. That's a very important report that comes out tonight, and it posts tonight, and it tracks the inflows from institutional investors, speculators, and it plots it here on the chart, and it tells you whether or not these guys are actually pouring money into the Nasdaq net positions, right? The difference between the longs and the shorts. So it plots that really nicely here, and that's very telling as to whether or not, you know, the smart money is actually taking risk and putting money back into the Nasdaq at these levels, or if they're just remaining flat and neutral, the same way as the speculators are. The speculators are measured by the red line right here. So that's important to know as well. Also, one of my long-term filters caught the downside perfectly right here. It's fizzling out. I mean, this trade is completely fizzling out. If you saw right here how it caught the upside, really super nice, and it kind of fizzled out right there. Well, this can fizzle out pretty soon right there. So unless all those streams of information that we're seeing in the headlines get resolved, I don't foresee the Nasdaq hitting 16,000 anytime soon. So I had asked you guys, what do you think is going to happen now that this thing's sold off for the good part of the morning all the way till 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Come on, got a bunch of smart guys in the room. You guys know the answer to what might happen. Short hedge funds have been shorting this bad boy since the morning right here. They're basically selling the rally. So it goes up, very common pattern. They sell the rally and they short this bad boy all the way over here. The only thing that could happen right now, guys, that we might be seeing is a short covering rally due to all these funds having to close their short positions from all this trading that went down right here. All right, so you could potentially see that reversal caused by a bunch of short covering that may just, you know, bring the price up perhaps to this level right here, to where this white line is, because that's typically what ends up happening. Wow, that little sell-off is continuing right there. Just a bunch of noise. And that's exactly why I didn't jump into that, because it was in consolidation, then it consolidated to the downside. Wow. Yep, you always got to be careful in those reversal trades. So you got about 30 seconds for bar change right now. Also, another very important thing to notice, guys, during the last 10 minutes of trading, there's always a lot of algorithmic action. I haven't seen it in the last day or two, but typically it happens in the last 10 minutes. What ends up happening is that after 3:45 in the afternoon, a lot of brokerage houses increase the margin requirements for traders, and that flushes a lot of traders out of their positions and out of the market. So, you know, you get this activity typically in the last 10 minutes of the day, where the market just ends up moving one way or another, depending on whoever's been watching it all day and whatever it is their agenda is. But here we are, guys, right now. This was a head fake right here. There was no long. Even though there are long signals to go long, it's not something that I'd be very interested in taking right now, just simply because there's still a sell-off going on right there. And look at the overnight. This has been a damn accurate study right here. And this opened up pretty much at the same level as the other one did, but it has not yet closed. But this has been dead accurate as far as directional bias is concerned. So I'm just going to switch over to here so you guys can see this. But that all this selling it's overdone, guys. It really is. Apple earnings after the market. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look and see where that is in the 1 minute channel here. Boom. Came all the way down right there. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, this has been a very accurate filter right here. Look at that. Pow. The end. Right there. The end. So even though I see a short signal, a long signal on these strategies, it's not yet time to take a long signal on this yet. It's just not. Look at, for you guys who like to trade discretionarily, right there, boom, there's your signal to the upside. I'm not encouraging you to take that signal though. I'm just pointing out that it is moving to the upside. Steam just went into consolidation again. You can't see it here, but you could see it right there. Look at that. A bunch of noise. That's all you're seeing right there. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Totally agree with Lee's assessment. What I find interesting is how the strategy is actually hitting, when it's taking you out right here, it's actually hitting that 100% Fibonacci that you have on your screen. That's the part that I find real interesting. Early. Wow. Yep, that's right. That's right. Yep. Different approaches, similar targets. Yep, absolutely. Just going to put this back here. We are again out of consolidation zone right here. And that's the reason I didn't take that long position. That, no way. That with what I was seeing right here, it was just like, no, just step aside on the sidelines and let's watch this play out. If you guys have noticed over the last week and a half that I've been streaming, I'm very conservative in the trades I take, because when it's your money on the line, you gotta be precautious. And so, I like to let things play out too, to make sure that we get out of zones that I know aren't good to enter trades. But right now we're here at the bottom, and it's 3:20 in the afternoon, 3:23. So my thinking right now, as you guys know, is that I think that there might be a short covering rally that we may perhaps see, where it may drive the price from this zone where you're at now all the way up to this white line right there, wherever the price is on that. All right, 4 minutes to bar change. This upside doesn't, this upside move that I'm hoping for is really, really, really flat unless this bad boy right here perks its head up and starts going up, and we actually get a crossing right here on my value 2 indicator. You know, I've got a name value 2. I have not given it a name yet because I just haven't. I'll probably christen it with something later on and call it something, but right now it's called value 2. But this is a damn good filter here, and so is this one. Guys, if you don't like being emotional when you trade and having to make decisions all the time, then perhaps this style of trading might be right for you. It's very systematic, very disciplined, and it's been well tested and researched. It's just a lot different than what you see right now out there in YouTube land. All right, we're back in consolidation. Dang it. This, look at this. This afternoon has just been that. Bunch of head fakes and whipsaw trades right here. If you guys got in right here, chances are you lost money right here. And that's the whole reason why I developed this chop indicator right here. This filter is to avoid these zones where you're going to get chopped up and spit out, because it is very frustrating to take a trade, for example, here, and then you see this and you're like, oh yes, it's perfect, it's going my way, and then all of a sudden you get crushed right here. And for most of you guys who have very tight stops of 10 points, 15 points, you're getting stopped out all the time, and that's the reason you're losing money. Also, just a brief comment on stops, guys. If you're trading the Nasdaq 100 and you're setting 10 point, 15 point stops, yeah, you're gonna get stopped out a lot, and you're gonna lose more money in stops than you are on bad trades. Just simply because the range of movement in a Nasdaq on any given candle is really wide sometimes. Especially if you're trading the 15-minute candles like I do. I mean, this thing can go real easy, 20, 30, 40 points, before it actually goes in the direction that you want. And if that happens, and if you got a 15-point stop, you're done for the day. You're out. Even 20 points, I think, is a little bit too tight, in my opinion. But again, that's only my opinion, and it really boils down to your own personal risk parameter and how well you're funded to trade the Nasdaq as well. And here we are at the 3:30 hour in consolidation mode, just going sideways. Unbelievable. But I think this is just going to run up from here all the way to here, right there. That's my humble opinion. Oh, ouch, man. That must have hurt. You know, at 16,000 before it all crashed. Yeah. The Nasdaq 100 is an instrument, guys. You need to be very patient and careful when you're out there trading it. Which is why using a systematic approach is almost guaranteed to lose you money in the Nasdaq, because it's got a bipolar personality. One moment it's happy, one moment it's not. It goes up, it goes down. It just, if you're looking at a chart like this, trying to make heads or tails of it, you're going to be in and out of trades all day long, And look at this area of chop right here. This goes up, down, up, down. It's like a roller coaster, you see? And you're going to be taking a whole bunch of trades right there. And even though you might have guidance from these indicators that are extremely well designed, it's just you're gonna be in the trade, in and out, in and out, in and out all day. By the end of the day, you're gonna be completely worn out and exhausted. I'd much rather take one long trade and just stick in and just stick to that trade all day long and be done with it. All right, so let's get back here to the 5-minute chart. Consolidation ends when the bar turns either red or green. That's when it breaks out of the channel. And right now you've had some false breaks right there, and that's because it's peeking out through the bottom. It's something I can see above on the other screen, on the other monitor, because it's within a range-bound channel. But what you see here is actually the candle study of that actual filter that I created for this right here. I have the other one up there because it shows a little bit more granularity. But yeah, it comes out of consolidation when you get a bar change like this. Color change, rather, like this. Yeah. And to me, guys, this is right at the 50% level at consolidation. It's just resting, and it's doing absolutely nothing but going sideways. Yeah, for example, if it breaks out of consolidation, if it breaks to the upside, and I see a green bar, I normally wait for another bar to confirm the direction, because it's happened many times where it pokes its head out of consolidation and then it goes right back into consolidation again. So yes, you know, good practice would be to wait for the confirmation bar after it gets out of consolidation. So if it turns green, you wait for another green bar, and then that, you know, if you have an accompanying signal that, for example, if you have a signal like right here that's telling you, and sometimes the signals are a little bit early, but if you have a signal right here and you have a signal right here telling you to go long, and you have signals right here too, and you do get the confirmation with the bar that you're out of consolidation, then yeah, that is a long. And I do look out for that bar, because you do get head fakes many times. For example, like right here, okay, came out of consolidation and then boom, back in, came out, boom, back in, right there, you see? And let me just take a peek here. Remember, guys, right now we are range bound. 14,410 all the way to 13,706. We are in that zone right there. And nothing's happening here with the Nasdaq. It's just moving sideways. Let me check my overnight. Nothing with the overnight. Wow. This overnight signal has been incredibly powerful, guys. If you look at some of the charts going back since last week, it's giving you very accurate signals as far as which direction the market was going to take for the rest of the day. And since this is the last signal that we have open for the day, I'm just going to leave this here until the close today, so you guys can see where it actually ends up taking you out on the trade. All right, guys, we're in that last 20 minutes of the trading session, and we are still in consolidation mode. I'll come back to this chart because this is not going to close until the market until the cash session closes. Boom, right there. Then it will be done. But here's where you're at. Nothing but sideways trading today on this. So let's quick recap for today, guys. We are still in that zone right here of 1410 and 706. On the 5-minute, we are currently in consolidation mode, better known as chop zone. In the other standard algos here, we had two huge winners on the signals right here. This is still long. It's been long for forever. This will probably end up being a scratch. This had very good signals as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 really large winners. And overnight has not yet closed. Range bars, you're kind of close to the top of hitting this 14,503 level before you hit 65 and 78 and so forth and so on. But it is looking like it is breaking up into a trend right here. Look at that. Whenever it comes out of this zone, out of this range, and statistically it's been proven to be pretty darn accurate, it breaks in to what's called a trend mode right here. All right. Then you've got the AI algos over here. One big trade to the downside on this one. This one also had a very nice trade to the downside, but this is a carbon copy of this. I'm just testing this right now on different time sessions. And here we go, guys. It just broke up, and this is going up. I'll take a, wait, what time is it? 3:43? One contract. It didn't fill me right away. Shoot.
Trade.
It did. Right there. Right there. Boom. To the upside. I don't know if you guys heard that. It said trade. Right here, we are breaking out of this zone. And that's all I've got right now for you. Now we're going to get some short covering from some of these hedge funds who have been short the entire day. I was waiting to get into the trade. I wanted to see this actually reverse to the upside, which it did. And this crossed the zero line right there as well. So, very nice. We are out of consolidation mode right there with that second bar. And just remember, guys, you can replay the video. A little while ago I said, when we're down here, what's going to happen? This is going to go right back up and it's going to hit this line. And I can bet you it's going to hit that line right there, right now. See where it is on the 1 minute here. Nice entry. Right there. Which line? Which line on the chart? So if you guys want to see this, you mean this, and this? This is my version of a VWAP, but it is miles ahead of a VWAP. this, and this. Yeah, that is way more superior than a VWAP. Shoot. All right, guys, I'm in this trade, one contract. That's what I'm up right there. Quick little afternoon profits on that. You mean this line or this line right here? This white line. You're probably talking about this chart right here. Yeah, this is part of this trio of studies right here. 1, 2, 3. That's what that is right there. I will open another short when I get the signal, and that'll probably be sometime tomorrow. Not today. The market, day's over. I'm going to take profits off this quick long that I took right now, and be done for the day. I've had a very long day today, and the market is, and I'm actually trading past my 330 rule. I normally don't trade past 330, but I just wanted to grab some quick profits to the upside on this. Look at that. Hit the line, came back down. Not surprising. Now I'm down. Ha, ha, ha. Jeez. I was up 500, now I'm down 600. That's stupid. Sure, man. Thank you for tuning in. Very much appreciate the support. We're in that last 10-minute window of the trading day right now. I should have just taken that $600 profit and ran with it. It's been very volatile. Now we're back in consolidation zone. Look at that. Boom, hit right there. I just should have taken my profit right there. And that's really the end of that trade right there, guys. I am going to take this off, and that's going to be a loser for me, and that's about 1,100 bucks, and that is entirely my fault.
Trade.
Dumb. That out of there. That was a dumb trade to take, and that's entirely my fault for taking this little thing as a puff right there. Took some profits off. I should have taken profits off right there. Didn't take profits off. It reversed, and I got crushed. That's it. I'm done for the day, guys. It was a good day in the morning. PM session was very good as well. Whoever traded that, and I took profits right here in the morning session when I got in on this long. So I'm still okay for the day, despite this little hit in the chin right now. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yep. Just should have taken it right there. Look at that. Pow. Gotten out. Yeah. I took it in the chin on that one, guys. Anyway, thank you again. Thank you so much for having been part of the group today. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Same time, 12:30 Eastern. And we'll have another fantastic day in the market, trading the Nasdaq 100 futures. Until then, happy trading, guys. And make sure you tighten your stops on days like this. All right, take care, guys.